Hey everybody, it's LyLe Damony, and this Tuesday morning I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's pretty close to my heart. In my previous video, I mentioned that I have problems like the rest of the world, and there was a pop-up that said a subject for another time. So I briefly wanted to touch on that for a moment, and the topic in particular that I wanted to speak to you guys about today is the semicolon, and the semicolon tattoo. Now, a lot of you already know what that is and what it symbolizes and what it means, but for those of you who aren't aware of the Semicolon Squad and what that represents, yeah, we're part of the Semicolon Squad, guys. The semicolon is a punctuation mark in English literature that represents a point in a sentence where the writer could have ended that sentence but chose not to. And what that symbolizes in real life and our lives, when somebody has a semicolon tattoo, it represents when you could have chosen to end your life and you decided not to. Excuse me, I'm getting a little emotional. So I do not have this tattoo yet, because it is on my list of things to do. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about your semicolon tattoos and, you know, what they mean to you and how they make you feel, because I've seen so many variations of these tattoos. Usually people replace eyes with the semicolon in words when they get them tattooed on them, and I've seen warrior, I've seen fighter, I've seen survivor. My personal tattoo idea is going to say breaking the habit, because Linkin Park is a very, very powerful band, and rest in peace, Chester, because you were amazing, you were inspirational, you were sensational, and you were struggling. And a lot of people weren't aware because, you know, they think, oh, you have all this money, how can you possibly struggle? A lot of people don't realize, and please don't take this personally, is that, you know, if you haven't walked that walk, if you haven't been in those shoes, you can't understand what these people and what we're going through. Because it's a chemical change in your brain and in your body. These things that happen to us, these ways that we behave, the thoughts, the mindsets, the moods, the rain clouds that follow us around when we have depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, all these things. Linkin Park has a lot of meaning for me, and so yeah, when I get my semicolon tattoo, it's going to say breaking the habit wrapped around the semicolon itself, and I would love for that to have some sort of watermark design in it. And before, you know, I start falling apart and crying a lot, because that's something I do a lot, because that's part of my conditions. I will probably never tell you guys the names of my conditions, but I will talk about the symptoms and how they represent themselves in me and how I portray that outside to the rest of the world. And if there are things that resonate with you and that you can relate to, you know, that's fantastic. No offense, it means you're a basket case like me, I'm sorry. But it also means that there's somebody else out there like you that can relate to you, that can understand the walk that you're walking, the fight that you're fighting, the fight that we are all fighting every single day when we open our eyes, from the time that we open our eyes until the time that we close them at night, if we can sleep. Because we all know everything's scarier in the dark. So, I just really wanted to make a video about mental health, because that is very personal to me. I am a huge advocate of mental health and, you know, taking time for self-care and doing things that you need to do for you, because a lot of the times we put ourselves on the back burners because we feel like we don't matter. We absolutely matter. We matter 110%, because there are people that rely on us. There are people who need us. There are people who love us. Whether you know it or not, whether you see it or not, is irrelevant, because somebody out there has noticed you, has recognized you, and your face made them smile. Your name came up in a conversation and they went, oh, I know that person. They were really nice to me that one day. They gave me this when I needed something. You know, I dropped my pencil and I couldn't find it, so they lent me another one. These little things stick out all the time. They're out there. These people love you. I could keep going forever about this, but I wanted this to be a smaller video, so we will get back into this on another time, and I will end up routinely creating a Mental Health Monday, so stick around for that. And if you didn't like this video, take your opinions with you when you go. And if you did like this video, you know, let me know in the comments how things are going for you. You don't have to get personal. You don't have to say anything that you don't want to say. You know, how many of us out there are really affected by our own demons? Thanks for watching, you guys. Sorry I talked your guys' ears off. I will see you again soon. Adios.